Hi, this is Russ Kern from J&A Business Solutions, and you're watching this video because you're tired of the ridiculous merchant services hidden fees. Well, we're here to help. My partner Steve Lotzbeck and I believe the merchant services industry has a black eye and operates with a lack of transparency and integrity. However, the biggest problem is most business owners are too busy running their business and don't even know what's happening to them in terms of the hidden fees they are being charged. And they're not just hidden fees, they're actually fraudulent fees. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. But before I do, let me just say this happens industry wide across the board to the majority of businesses, and it needs to stop. Now, J&A Business Solutions is here to turn the tide and reverse this way of doing business. We take pride in that, and we believe we will gain business as a result of operating the exact opposite of what the industry does. In other words, we're going to make our money by providing value, honesty, and transparency. We won't make money stealing from your hard-earned profits. Now, let me show you what I mean. Let's go to the first example right here. And of course, I'm not showing, this is one of our current clients whose merchant statement we reviewed. I'm not going to obviously show information. I would never do that for any one of our accounts. But I do want to show you real quick what I'm talking about as just one example of what's going on in this industry. Now, as a recap up here, you can see by card that's charged and the total transactions for the month totaling 217 transactions for this particular month for this merchant. Okay, now keep that 217 in mind. Let's go to page 2. And you say, well, that could be page 2 from any account. Well, it's actually not, because if you add up all these transactions right here on the screen, you can pause this and do that. You'll see they equal 217 from the prior page 1. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. You follow the arrow down. Here's a recap by card of the total transactions for the month, and all of a sudden, it went from 217 to 442, more than double the monthly transactions. This is typical, guys. This is typical of what's going on in this industry, and Steve and I will not have any part of it, and that's why businesses are flooding to us, because we're providing the lowest rates in the industry and eliminating these fraudulent charges. Now let me show you just one other example. Example 2, page 1. Again, at the top of the page, you can see there's 197 total transactions for the month, and you can see by card. So if you want to add them up for the next page, you know, American Express 20, Discover 1, etc., 197. Let's go to page 2. And again, if you add all these up, they're going to add to 197. So you can tell it's from page 1. And if you add up all the transactions from the prior page by card, you could see that, well, obviously these are off because they're double. As you saw on the last page, Discover only had one transaction. And out of the 197, they've taken it up to 403. Again, more than double the monthly transactions. And let me just tell you, there are many other scenarios, not just the doubling of transactions, but the adding in of, let's just call them fake fees. And I could do another video on that. I could go all day on this, but I think you get the point by what I'm showing you here. Now, it's not your fault, because you're busy every day running your business as you should be and attending to your business. You should have a reliable, honest merchant service who has integrity, who's not doing this to you, who's actually charging you for what they say they are based on the agreement they put in place with you. Okay, so this needs to stop, and Steve and I are here to help you. Now, not only can we cut out these fraudulent transactions, but we can actually beat any rate in the industry. Why? Because even though we're a smaller organization, we can still do basically anything in the industry that a large organization can do, but without the glitz. We don't have large buildings, large staff, so there's not a big outgoing of money, and we're not into making a ton of money off of every client, you know, the wrong way, fraudulently. So let me just wrap it up by saying this, okay? Stop letting these merchant service providers, okay, with a lack of integrity, steal from you month after month. Give us a call now and increase your profits immediately. If you can't get through to us, leave us a message, and we will get back to you within a 24-hour period, or as fast as we possibly can. We've been incredibly busy, as the word is spreading across the country, on what we're able to do for businesses, which is saving you money. And usually it's substantial relative to your volume. Remember, we're in business for your benefit. Cheers.